darkness did not feel empty. It felt crowded. Arv was sinking, but not in water anymore. The cold pressure around him felt thicker, heavier, like memories pressing against his body. He tried to scream, but his mouth filled with silence. Then he gasped. Air burned into his lungs as he jolted awake, coughing violently. He lay on the wet floor of the house, water receding unnaturally fast, flowing backward into the walls like it had never existed. The room was silent, too silent. The skeleton was gone. The papers had vanished. The walls were clean. Only one thing remained. Footprints. Barefoot prints leading out of the room. Arv staggered to his feet. "I'm alive," he whispered. But something felt wrong. His chest felt hollow. His heartbeat sounded distant, like it belonged to someone else. Thunder rolled outside. The rain had returned. The colony watches. When Arv stepped outside, Shimigar Phase 3 looked calm. The flooded streets were gone. The houses stood quietly under the rain, lights glowing softly. People walked normally now, talking, laughing, living. Too normal. A woman hung clothes on a balcony. A man read a newspaper under a light. Children ran barefoot through puddles. None of them noticed Arv. He waved his hand in front of a man's face. "Nothing. I'm here," Arv shouted. No one reacted. Then he saw her. The woman in the gray sari stood at the end of the street, watching him. "You crossed," she said. "Cross what?" Arv asked. "Between witness and resident." His stomach dropped. "What did you do to me?" She didn't answer directly. Instead, she asked, "Do you know why the rain brings people here?" Arv shook his head slowly. "Because the colony needs replacements," she said. The truth of the rain. The rain was not a curse. It was a system. Every year, the colony weakened. Memories faded. Faces disappeared. And when too many spirits began to forget who they were, the rain searched. For outsiders. For witnesses. For people like you, she said. Journalists. Explorers. Night travelers. The rain doesn't kill you immediately, she continued. It makes you remember us. And memory is a door. Ara felt sick. "So I'm dead." She studied him carefully. "Not yet." Hope flared in his chest. "There's a way out?" he asked. "Yes," she said. "But escape has a price." The rule of balance. She led him to the center of the colony. A small temple, cracked and overgrown. Rainwater dripped from its broken roof. Inside, symbols were carved into floor. Names. Dates. Hundreds of them. "These are the ones who left," she said. Ara frowned. "You said no one escapes." She corrected him gently. "No one escapes without replacing themselves." Ara's breath caught. "To leave," she continued. "Someone must stay." The rain intensified outside, pounding the temple roof. "And if no one stays," she whispered, "the colony comes to city." Arv imagined flooded streets, barefoot figures standing at traffic signals, smiling. "You're lying," he said weakly. The woman met his eyes. "You already feel it, don't you?" Arv realized she was right. He could hear thoughts that weren't his, feel memories brushing against his skin. Faces he didn't recognize felt familiar. He was fading. The choice. "There is one way," she said. "Someone who belongs here can take your place." Arv stared at her. "You..." She smiled sadly. "I've stayed too long," she admitted. "I remember everything. That makes me heavy." Thunder shook the temple. "If I leave," she said, "the rain will forget me. And you?" Arv asked. "You will be remembered," she said. The rain screamed outside. The ritual. They stood in the center of the temple as water flooded in, circling the symbols. The woman began to chant, not words, but memories. Screams. Names. Lullabies. The rain slowed. For the first time, it hesitated. Ara felt himself being pulled backward, towards something warm, distant. The woman stepped into the center. Her form began to blur. "Tell them," she said softly. "Don't let them forget." "I will." Arv cried. The rain surged. Light exploded. Morning. Arv woke up on a highway shoulder. Sunlight. Dry air. No rain. Cars passed by. People stared at him like he was crazy. Shinagar Phase 3 was gone. In its place, an empty field. No houses, no roads, no colony, only mud. Ariv laughed and cried at the same time. He was free. The last warning. Weeks later, his story went viral. People laughed, mocked, called it fiction. Ariv stopped responding, because every time it rained, he heard footsteps, and sometimes, in the reflection of glass, he saw a woman in a gray sari, smiling, waiting,